Hi, I'm Renee. I'm a gender-affirming voice teacher, and I was on TikTok Live the other day when someone asked if my exercises could help someone whose first language is Spanish and not English. And here's what I had to say.
Okay, next question. My native tongue is Spanish and voice changes pitch with language. Are the exercises helpful? Anyway, I love this question. Oh. Okay, so the question is, it's about like language. And actually I have a whole lesson on like how gender is expressed vocally across languages, cultures, ages, microcultures, even between, like even dialects, right? Like the dialect of English, there's so many different ways to speak English, and all of them express gender differently. So the answer is yes. And actually the way this particular course is set up, I think is extra good for people all over the world, because it's really about doing your own research into like, what are the codes of gender in my community? And do I want to integrate them or specifically not integrate them in order to utilize that? Because if I just give you like my codes of gender and say like, just do this to be in the middle of woman and man, like as a non-binary person, that's completely like divorced from the reality of what your culture, how your culture might express gender. Does that make sense? So like start to just notice, like, are there phrases that people say? Or is there a way of speaking? Is there like a body language thing that, you know, and you can look at men, you can look at women, you can look at trans people in your community if you're lucky enough to have that. But that information will then inform how you approach the exercises in this course. It's really all about centering yourself in your own work, because gender, there's just like no ubiquitous gender expression for men and women. Do you know what I mean?